Thank you, everybody, for your support, emails, and comments during my absence. Today's topic is decision making. One of the most profound things you can do to change the quality of your life is improve the quality and process of your decision making. Most people's decision making is clouded by emotion, clouded by desire, clouded by greed, clouded by jealousy, clouded, and we make decisions in a haze of fog. One of the things that really cripples decision making is our inability to see the long-term consequence of our actions. And when I'm doing Skype coaching with people, it's actually laying out if the plan, what their life would look like if they continue this habit pattern, continue this relationship, continue this job, continue this life pattern. You can map it out. History is the greatest teacher of all. If you want to know the next year of your life is going to be, just look back at the previous year of your life. And unless you make this necessary changes, or if you're happy with the way things are, it's going to be pretty similar in the following year. And it just constantly astounds me when I look back at my own history and a lot of the bad decisions that I've made. And yes, we can say, yeah, we learned a lot, we grew, and it's easy to say in hindsight that I should have done something different. But really, really, take decision making seriously. We talk about all this spiritual growth and meditation and prayer, and we're all one, and connect with yourself and your higher being, and don't suffer, and desire is suffering, and all these things. We heap so much suffering upon ourselves through our decisions. And approach it from a non-emotional, non-attached perspective. And sometimes it's even good to get the advice of somebody you respect and admire, and really map out like the dominoes. Okay, if I take this decision, then this is going to happen, and if this happens, then this is going to happen, and if this happens, then that and that, and see the ripple effect of your decisions, and write it out. Write it out in a chart, little bubble things, the decision in the center, and then have little I forgot what that's called. We used to do them in I used to do them in university, but bubble charts where you have all these. If I do this, then this will happen. If A equals B, then B. You get the idea. Really map it out and think about it without emotion attached. Some of relationships, like with some of my friends, I can see what is going to happen if they continue the relationship. I can see that they're going to get heartbroken. I can see that the person's gonna leave them, or whatever. All these different things, just by noticing the red flags. And I look back at my own history. And, oh my God, I ignored so many red flags, and my decision-making process was flawed. I thought short-term gain for long-term pain, and that's just human nature. We think in the immediate. And one of my friends, who's a really good decision maker, I asked him, well, how did you get that way? And he said one of the things really interesting, when he was very young, he used to play chess a lot. Yeah, he's a nerd. And his dad taught him chess, and he used to play chess all the time. And chess forces you to think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moves ahead. If I do this, what's going to be the consequence of that? How's the person going to react? And you get good. It's like a skill that you can develop and get really good at. And it will dramatically change the quality of your life. There is an app, I think it's called Spendwise, on the iPhone, and one of the things you do is if you're gonna buy something, you're gonna make a purchase. You plug in how much you make per hour, how much the purchase will cost, how long you will use the purchase, and you could see the long term oh my gosh, if I buy this thing, instead of being impulsive and not really analyzing and have a good decision making process, you plug this in and you go, oh my God, if I buy this thing, it's going to cost me 250 hours of work, 250 hours of my life. And we need to start building that habit process. Some people, you'll hear, oh, the ego and the mind and thinking is bad and it damages the psyche or the spirit. I think when thinking and analyzing and that whole process is harnessed by your higher being or your intuitive self and is not the master of yourself, it leads to tremendous benefits. And Robert Allen recommends in his time getting things done, he talks about once a week taking stock or assessment of your current situation. So actually seeing what you accomplished the past week, what you need to do, and what things you need to fine tune or adjust. After every day or after most experiences, I'm always thinking, what did I learn? What errors did I make? And how can I grow from it? And most people look, oh, I made a mistake, I screwed this up, I did this bad. And sometimes it's easy to fall in that trap. I fall in that trap. But most of the time I try to say, oh, okay, I did this. If I do this differently, then this will have a different result. And really using our mind to improve the quality of our spiritual life reaps tremendous reward and benefit. And pushing aside or putting aside another thing that I have difficulty when doing Skype coaching is getting people to take responsibility for their lives and looking at how they created the life situation that they currently find themselves in. And what most people want to do is victim, victim, victim. It's the government. It's my mother. It's my father. No, but Steve, really, it is. It is my mother. It is my father. It's my girlfriend. It's my job. And victim, excuses, instead of fully, that's the hardest thing to do, but it's the most rewarding and reaps the most immediate change, is saying, okay, what decisions am I making that are leading to the life as it is? And all a life is just accumulation of thousands or millions of seemingly insignificant decisions that over the course of our lives determine our destiny. It's just the cumulative effect. Most decisions, yeah, occasionally we do have to make major decisions, but most decisions are seemingly small. Do I exercise? Do I eat? Do I take the donut or do I eat the apple? And these decisions lead to a cumulative effect that either bring us joy in the long term or pain. And it's getting beyond the short-term gain, the immediate satisfaction, and really planning out your life. And you'll see the results. It's not like you have to go to a psychologist. Yeah, some people, okay, you do. But most of our problems are just self-created through poor decision-making problems. And the exciting thing, the solution, is the flip side of the coin. Really becoming an expert or a master at making decisions in your life. Not decisions for other people. Oh, that's easy to do, and everybody loves to do that. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. But really looking at the man or woman in the mirror and saying, what is going to be the long-term outcome or even short-term outcome of my decisions? Thank you very much for listening, and as always, love your comments and feedback and video responses if you're so inclined. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.